Yeah, what's up guys, it's Simply Amazing Pulls and I'm here today with a Dark World deck profile. This is Callum's deck profile actually.
Hello.
So just before we begin, there's a lot of proxies in the deck. Well no, not a lot, but some. Especially in the extra deck. So
mainly extra deck. But
so yeah, go ahead.
So starting off, of course, we got 3 Grapher.
Let's just adjust the camera. There we go.
Boss monster, self-explanatory. Don't want to go into its effect because it's just so long, but
yeah. Most of you guys know what it does, and if you don't, just look it up on the wiki, really.
Yep. 3 Snow, Searcher, also self-explanatory, beat stick. Nearly everyone knows what it does.
Yeah, keep going.
3 Brow, draw power, not search power, draw power. You don't run dualities. People have said to, but you just don't, just because you do special summon a lot. You normally special summon first turn as well, so
yeah, there's not really much
it's a big
point.
drawback with duality, just for getting one of your pieces. But beige, I only run 1. 1 is absolutely amazing. Keeps going back. You can run more than 1, but deck space is tight.
Yeah, I agree with that. I've seen a lot of people only run 1 anyway, so I think that's a reasonable number.
Trance, most people know what it does. It's a lot more consistent than Raven, if anyone's new to Dark Lords, really.
Could you just explain why you run 2 instead of 1? Because I've seen quite a few people run 1, but then I've seen some people run 2. Just could you explain?
I mainly run 2 just because I run Sangan, so it is a Sangan target, easily searchable, and I use it more for its second effect than its first effect. I normally use it for getting back the banished monsters. And with 2 Trance, I'm not afraid to banish a Grapher for gates if I need to.
Yeah, if you've got a Trance in hand, then that's good.
I'm not afraid to get rid of Grapher just because you can summon it. Yep, of course, nearly all Dark World decks run Tour Guide Engine. Sangan really acts as like a Tour Guide target, and
you know, it just searches.
It's kind of like a third Tour Guide, to be fair. It searches you.
It searches Tour Guide.
Yeah, so yeah. Everyone knows what it does.
You can't go wrong.
I mainly go into a Zen main wall or Tempo to get rid of their Zen main wall, but mainly just stalling for draw and obviously attack power. So yeah, that's monsters really. Somewhere around 16, 17.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
On spells, 3 gates.
Broken. I'm just gonna say it is really. it's too good.
Yeah, it's one of the best cards in this deck.
Tell you, when the next ban list comes out, it's either going to be that or Snow that's
or both. You never know.
Or both.
Yeah. You should run it. It's a staple, but actually, it's a good side out option as well. If I was to side in cards like MSTs, I'd normally go for the gates. To be fair, that's just personally me, but you know.
3 Dark World Dealings.
3 Dark World Dealings. Yeah. I do like 3. People run 2, but I do like 3. Just because, yeah, it's dealings. I do get quite lucky off this card quite a lot of the time. But I don't really see why anyone should run less than 3.
Yeah.
2 Drag Down.
Explain why only 2. Because a lot of people do run 3, so why don't you explain?
I do like it.
Why 2?
But most of the time, in the scenarios I get into, Drag doesn't really help me as much as I thought it would do. Mainly it's to look at hands and go into Mind Crush plays, but most of the time, if I want to go for a Mind Crush play, I'll always do the obviously deliberately calling it wrong.
So you can discard one.
I like it. I like Dark World Dealings over the Drag Down. Mainly because I do have cards in my hand as well as Dark Worlds, and they normally get rid of the other cards rather than my Dark World monsters.
The way I see it is it's basically a Dark World Dealings, but you get to choose you get to choose what each other discards. So it's basically Dark World Dealings.
Also, the fact that I empty my hand most of the time, because I get quite lucky of Dark World Dealings, I like to run 3 and then 2 Drag Down. It's also deck space as well, but that's basically the reasons why I run 2. Of course, 3 Upstart. This is Turbo. It's one of the main ways to play Dark World competitively. I don't really care about the 1,000 point life point difference because a Gates pumped Grapher can take that down in one hit. Yeah, not really a problem. Always gets me the cards I need. No need for like other cards like duality and shit. But yeah, it's an amazing card.
Try and go a little bit faster. Just hit the 5 minute mark.
Self-explanatory. It's dark. Trance gets
deck
back you
full of dark,
banished.
so.
Trance gets back the banished monster. Card destruction, very explosive.
Can I just say this is the future fusion of this format. It is the for graveyard control. Anyways, it's the future fusion for this format because I mean, like, I know it's not as good as future fusion in Chaos Dragon and stuff, but it still does.
It's amazing. Thing. It's phenomenal. This card.
If you draw this with, I don't know, like
a handful of Dark World.
If you draw this with 3 Graphas, a Snow, a Beige, and a Brow, fucking hell, that would be amazing. That would be stupid.
That could be an OTK to be honest with you. Foolish, Instagrapher.
It's a staple. Really.
It's a staple for Dark World, and then we just get into the normal staples. We've got your Heavy Storm, your Dark Hole, and your Monster Reborn.
Yeah.
Self-explanatory. Quickly, let's get into the traps.
Yep.
3 Reckless Greed. It's turbo.
Yep.
Obviously, the ruling is if you settle 3, you draw 6 and only skip 2.
Yep.
It's good for going into your opponent's turn as well, because then it goes a little bit quicker for you. Really, you skip the draw phase next turn, but you it's quite hard to explain, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
2 Mind Crush. You can obviously only play 2. But yeah, this card's amazing. With Drag Down, you can rip apart your opponent's hand, or you can call it deliberate, call it wrong, and just discard outlet really. There's many discard outlets as you can possibly get in this deck. Double Torrential. It is a double torrential format. It's a staple.
Better than Mirror Force, just got to say.
In my opinion, it's better than Mirror Force. Yeah, you can torrential your own monsters, especially with the Graphas coming back.
Yeah, they just Graphas just keep coming back.
It's not a problem with this deck just because the Graphas coming back.
There's no reason not to really.
Torrential Grapha back again.
Yes.
And of course, staple Solemn. Nearly everyone runs a Solemn. It's common. It's cheap.
Right, that's the main deck then. Now onto the extra.
So onto the extra, we've got it's a proxy, but it's a
Sun Dragon
Overlord of Heliopolis.
It won't be a proxy soon as the thing's coming out.
Yeah, it's absolutely devastating this card. So broken, and with you pumping out Graphas like freaking Octomom pumps out babies. But
right, keep going.
Yeah, there's no reason why you shouldn't run it.
Yeah.
I will run 2, but most of the time I can only get out 1 per duel anyway.
Yeah.
10 tempo. I don't know what Dijin this is. I'm thinking it's percussion. But yeah, anyway, get rid of XYZ to get rid of one of their XYZ materials. It's mainly for Zen mains, because Zen mains is a very cheap, good card. Good XYZ this format. 2 Leviathan, OTK, monster of a card. Of course, it's got the can't attack directly, but I don't really see it as like a drawback, really. Yeah, really good XYZ to have, and it's cheap as well.
Is it? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Sorry guys, he's just got the cards in a bit of a muddle. There you go. Yeah.
Utopia, 1 proxy. It's part of the normal 4-star like XYZ extra deck thing, really.
Yeah.
Nearly everyone runs 2. Everyone knows what it does. Oh god. two Zen mains.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were proxied on them. Yeah.
I mainly go into this. I do what everyone else does and just go for a tour guide into browse Zen mains wall. Stores, give them a draws that if I've got bad hands. Yeah, open up the tour guide and basically just stall really. Then I've got a Maestroke.
Noticing that Maestroke's becoming a staple in a lot of extra decks now. At first everyone was overlooking all the Dijins, but now a lot of people are actually putting them in their extra deck because they're actually realising how good they are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then.
Levier, it's a 3rd trance.
Everyone knows what it does.
Everyone knows what it does. I haven't got one yet because it's too expensive, but if it comes out as a reprint, I'm definitely grabbing it. That's a Golem. If you know you're going to win, you always go for this card.
Yeah,
I also side Skill Drain.
Yeah, side Skill Drain.
I side Skill Drain, so this card's just freaking...
Do you want to show the side?
Devastating.
You've got a pretty decent side.
Yeah, I'll show the side, but yeah, we are running kind of on the 10-minute mark.
Yeah.
It's better than Lewis's.
Yeah, okay.
I'm joking, Les, I'm joking. Grenosaurus, I don't normally use this, but in certain situations it does pull through, especially against low monster power decks. It's just a bit of a beater.
I think a lot of people overlook this card because it deals 1,000 points of damage when it destroys something. I mean, that's not something to be really overlooked. I think it's decent.
It hasn't got a lot of counters because it's fire and dinosaur. Yeah, why not? It's also a filler as well, just to fill up my extra.
Yeah.
Gemnite Pearl, everyone knows it does. No effect, nothing can do it. It's beat it. It's just a beater, really. Nothing can get over it, really. Chimera Tech, I side 2 Cyber Dragons, and Machina can still come around this format. There's also gadgets. Just a brilliant card to have against machines.
Also, that new Giga fucking shit.
Giant X, whatever it's called. And a random Stardust. I have been thinking about siding Starlight Road. I don't really take this out, really. It's just... actually, I think it's like one of my lucky cards, really.
It's just really kind of a filler at the minute.
It's kind of... Because, also, I was playing a dueling net match where the person creature swapped and I took his tuner and I was able to go in. I had silver... No, I had a trance on the field and basically it was a 4-star tuner. I just went to Stardust.
Can I do side deck?
Yep.
2 Cyber Dragons. Machines are running right at the minute with this new Giga X thing. This card's really good for the Chimera Tech and stuff. I think if you were to change this, would you put in system downs? Because
yes, I would. Yeah. It also counts the free summon as well. 2100 beat stick, can't go wrong, really.
Really good. 3 MST.
I run 3 for game 2.
Yeah.
They always sign in cards like Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, Bottomless, all that stuff. All those cards that you don't really want to go against. 3 MST, sort that out, go into game 2, and
1 skill drain. I'll explain this. Well, it's amazing in Dark World because obviously all the Dark World effects are activating the graveyard. So it's even Sangam's effect activates in the graveyard. The only thing that this is bad with is Tour Guide. I think that's why you side it.
And Trance as well. But Trance still gets a second effect, which is the best. They're one of the best bits about Trance, really.
Basically skill drain. 2 Light Imprisoning. Agents.
Agents, pure Light Swarm, that's it.
Yeah, because Agents are making a bit of a comeback now. I've heard that a lot of Chaos Dragon people have been using the Light Swarm engine more. Yeah. So it's probably pretty good.
Dino Rabbit.
Yeah, and Dark World.
And mirror matches.
World, mirror matches, really good. 2 goes and match. You explain this one.
It's one attribute. It's good against decks that run a lot of attributes.
There's that new...
let's say, for example, Dino Rabbit can go into other attribute exceeds, not just Evil Zars, even though obviously they're all fire, but I normally activate this when there's an exceed summon, and they're normally just stuck on one attribute, and because all Dark Worlds are dark, it doesn't really affect them at all. It's just a brilliant card to have.
I think that's the same with Rivalry. I think that's kind of the same concept.
Yeah.
I think Rivalry, because there's this new archetype coming out called the Evil Swarms, and their types are just all over the place. Like they've got one for every single one, so I think that would be good against that deck. And deck dev, if you're not maining this, you definitely have to side it. It is beast. It is. I just can't.
Such a broken card. The only reason I don't main it is obviously because of deck space, but I sometimes put it in, sometimes take it out. It depends what mood I'm in, really. That's pretty much it, really.
So, guys, that's the deck. Just before we end, Callum, what do you think's bad about the deck?
My worst matchups are mirror matches.
Obviously.
I had quite a few awful matchups against decks like wind-ups. They can get off faster than I can. It's kind of 50-50, really. But if they get off first, they always kick my freaking
I think
ass.
that's kind of the same with Dino Rabbit as well. I think it's basically whoever has the best hand. I think that's the same with the mirror match. If you play card destruction, it's whoever has the more graphics in hand, the more beiges. Obviously, it's whoever basically has the best hand with the
with the card destruction. Yeah. On a side note, I sometimes do side out the card destruction in the mirror match for deck dev.
Oh yeah.
Because deck dev gets rid of their trances, their tour guides, their brows. it's just an amazing card to have, really.
I
also have a lot of because Dark is and Fiend as well, for that matter, is a very supported and big archetype. There are a lot of counters.
Yeah.
You've got
Concentrated Light.
You've got Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. You've got, I can't remember what the card's called. It does something where it gets rid of the dark and then special summons it. It's kind of like a Chimera tech for darks.
Well, I'm not being funny, but you've got Caius. I mean, that if you move from play, I know
dark inflicts 1,000.
Yeah, so it's not exactly like that big of a deal, but it's still something against darks. And also, what do you think's your best matchup?
My best matchup. Then again, Mirror Match is kind of my worst matchup, but it's also quite good. Because if I've got a better hand, it means I normally win in a weird way.
I didn't know if you knew this, but also you know I play Agents, but I heard that the Agents' worst matchup is actually Dark World.
Mainly because they're both kind of the same.
They're both kind of even, but Dark World are just that little bit better because they still have their Searcher at 3. Obviously, Agents only have it at 2. And obviously, Hyperion cannot keep coming back to the field like Grapha can. I mean, if you destroy Grapha, it just keeps coming back, and it really...
But the thing that annoys me with Agents is they have access to Christia.
Oh my god.
Christia stops special summons. I also hate Maxi as well, just because you special summon like Mental. Archer Christia really kills the deck, and obviously you run it, because you're a fan. It is a bad matchup for me as well. It's kind of... bad matchup for them, bad matchup for me, really.
Yeah.
It's just one of those decks.
Yeah. So, cheers, guys. This has been Callum's Dark World deck, and I hope you all enjoyed.
See you later, YouTube.
Yep, bye, YouTube.